Hi, I'm Dennis Stevens, and I want to talk to you a little bit about this idea of buying into CNN. Obviously, this is a takeoff on some of the more satirical work that Jon Stewart has recently done, and there is a sense in which what I'm doing builds upon Jon Stewart's arguments against Crossfire, and also, some of the parody, satire, and irony that goes on The Daily Show, and also the work that Stephen Colbert does. Because what I'm primarily interested in is news in the public interest versus news as entertainment. And those distinctions take us all the way back to the 1960s under the FCC chair, under John F. Kennedy, Newton Minow, and particularly the roles that CNN Worldwide plays in relationship to MSNBC and Fox News, and this question about truth and objectivity in journalism in the 21st century. So this is a complicated topic, but just bear with me for just a minute. So if we take, for example, Jon Stewart on Crossfire, you can remember him making these statements.
Come on, and listen, I'm not suggesting that you're not a smart guy, because those are not easy to tie. But the thing is that you're doing theater when you should be doing debate, which would be great.
No, it's
not honest. What you do is not honest. What you do is partisan hackery. And I'll tell you why I know it.
So if we take this as a primer to this question about news in the public interest and how we can really enhance the public discourse, there remains this science that's out there that is developed in the last few years to become really strong and thoroughly published, that makes it clear that political opponents simply perceive the world differently. And these have to do with distinctions about risk and blame. So if we begin to think about how Fox News understands risk and attributes blame, and how MSNBC understands risk and attributes blame, and those broader distinctions between liberals and conservatives, we can begin to see that the world is actually more complicated than the news can actually address. So my thought is, and what I've been pitching to CNN Worldwide for a long time, is that they need to update their message in terms of innovation. And updating their message and their outlook relevant to this proposition of objectivity in journalism requires addressing this most recent science on how political opponents perceive the world differently. I've developed a comprehensive plan for a new program in news and politics that makes visible through qualitative research how political opponents perceive the world differently. And to bring that view to bear in the context of CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, can restore public discourse. Because what it does is it helps us interpret and understand each other better. Whereas these programs that I've just mentioned do a tremendous amount of explaining and predicting upon their own bases of risk and blame. I need you to vote with your dollars to say to the corporate media organizations that this is something that is vitally important for America. Now, this is not unlike the argument that a lot of people connected with that Jon Stewart made originally on Crossfire.
Because we need what you do. This is such a great opportunity you have here to actually get politicians off of their marketing and strategy.
Vote with your dollars and let the corporate media organizations know that a program like the one I'm proposing is vitally important to news in the public interest in the United States in 2014. Thanks for your consideration.